My name is Ben Horn, and I'm one of the architects on the team with Ratio Design for the Southeast Raleigh YMCA Elementary School. This is a view of the project from Rock Quarry Road.
My name is Marcella Rory. I'm a senior facility planner with the Wake County Public School System.
And I'm Tim Carr. I'm a senior vice president for property and facilities for the YMCA of the Triangle area.
And we are here to share with you some of the exciting goings on at the new Southeast Raleigh Elementary School and YMCA.
And the project includes both the YMCA and the elementary school, and they're joined with a common space. And that common space is illustrated here with a large amount of glass to be kind of that beacon for the community. So in general, the YMCA is on this end, and the school is on this end.
This is the exterior of the building that faces Rock Quarry Road. To my left is the YMCA, primarily the gymnasium. And as I move to the right, we move into the common area that includes that beacon that Ben talked about, where the light from inside comes to Rock Quarry Road, but you can see all the way through to the courtyard.
And what we wanted to do for this Rock Quarry Road elevation is to really spend the resources that we have to make it that beacon and really have it shine and pop off the street. So we have a mixture of brick and metal panel and a large amount of glass to show the interest that goes on in both the gym, the common spaces, and the elementary school.
Just beyond my left shoulder, you see the wall that combines the YMCA and the elementary school. We are in full construction, so you see just beyond are some window openings where our support spaces and our art and music classrooms are located. Just above that, we will have our 5th grade classrooms that will overlook Rock Quarry Road.
As we get into the facility, this kind of illustrates a lot easier to show the school making up the northern part and the Y making up the southern part here. And then we start to see the shared spaces. So the shared entry point, and then this here is kind of the beacon portion of the school, as it's where the Y and the school intertwine. So we have some shared spaces that will be used by both the school and the Y. So the cafeteria and elementary play space will be used by the school during the day, and then they'll become the Y's after school function. So it's starting to really show how these two facilities kind of knit together.
As Tim and Ben mentioned, the space we're standing in right now is part of the shared space. So if you look straight ahead, you see where our dining area is, and I'm currently standing in the middle of the multi-purpose room, and the area you see over my left shoulder is where our stage is. This provides the area for our standard multi-purpose room dining combination that provides performance space for our elementary schools.
We have the classroom wing, which starts with the pre-K suite on the end, and then we have kindergarten and 1st grade classrooms that kind of move in this direction.
In response to the community's need, instead of providing our standard 2 pre-K classrooms, this school will actually have 4 pre-K classrooms. The area we are standing in is the collaboration space that will be provided to support all 4 pre-K classrooms.
We have our media center, which is our large space here.
We are now standing in the elementary media center. This area provides great access for technology, for teaching, learning, and for children to actually gather and work on projects together. To my left, we have a door that provides access to the entry courtyard, which will also provide the ability for after-hours joint use. Just over to the right, we have the commons areas for the 4th and 5th grade classrooms, and also a maker space that overlooks this media center area.
And then we have the school admin area for the support of the school, and then the kitchen is kind of right in the center of the core of the school space. And then on this end we have the art and music rooms with some teacher support space and general building support as well.
We are standing in the music classroom, which overlooks Rock Quarry Road, and just to my left through the walls we see the art room, which also overlooks Rock Quarry Road, and we'll have access to the art patio from that space.
For the YMCA, we have the entrance into the lobby here, and then you spill down to the locker rooms in the gym.
So now we're on the YMCA side, and you can see behind me is the gym. This is the space where there'll be 2 full courts as well as a track that goes around the top for our members to use. This is a facility that will provide access to all YMCA of the Triangle members. So you'll have access to this gymnasium as well as the rest of the facilities.
Here we have the school again on the north, and the shared spaces here, the YMCA will have the opportunity to use several classrooms, and then there's a community kitchen here that will be a common space for the school during the day, and then for the after hours it'll be a space that the YMCA can use, but it'll also be an opportunity for the community to come and learn how to cook, prepare fresh foods, and go to different classes, things like that.
We are now standing on the 2nd floor of the Southeast Raleigh Elementary School. To my left are the 5th grade classrooms, and to my right is the collaboration area for those classes.
And that collaboration area is the common space that the YMCA and the community will use after hours, which is adjoined by the community kitchen. The space is very unique in that it has a clear story that allows daylight in, so that any time of the day there's a good amount of light that comes in.
And then on the south again, this is the 2nd floor of the YMCA space, so this is where the wellness and the studios are, and then the track around the gym, which is typical to their program.
So here on the 2nd floor of the YMCA is the wellness floor. The wellness floor extends this area, and you can see beyond the elevator is where the lobby, that's the 2nd story of the lobby. That's the space that we talked about earlier, the beacon space. And that's the point where the Y and the school are joined. You can then pan around and begin to see through the window here the school building itself, the 1st floor, the 2nd floor, the green roof area, and then looking down onto the pool. The swimming pool is a large competitive pool as well as an occasional family pool, and our goal as a YMCA is to provide swimming lessons for every student that attends the school.
And then also on the school side we have an outdoor classroom, which will be a space where the school can learn about gardens, and there will be some raised planters where they can go out and actually grow certain types of plants.
We are now standing on the 2nd floor roof garden, where students will be able to come out and plant things, plant vegetables, and learn how to grow things. And this space will be used by students during the classroom day.
And as an outdoor classroom space, there'll be raised gardens that will extend to the point where I'm standing to the point where Frederick is standing, to provide a little bit of a buffer between the classroom and the edge of the building.
This is the site as it looks right now, as the project is under construction. As you see, there's the line that kind of joins the school and the YMCA together, and this is that central common space that has the cafeteria and the elementary PE space. This portion of the building is the YMCA, and then this portion is the rest of the school function. The way that the site sets up, this brown area here is the central courtyard that houses the pre-K play space, and it also leads to the main entrance of the school and the Y.
For morning and afternoon pickup and drop-off, our students will enter and exit under a canopy through this door here. I am actually standing in the carpool drop-off at this moment, and to my left is where our buses will drop off, but all students will enter through this door under a canopy.
For drop-off and pickup, we have our loop that brings buses in this way and school traffic in on the north side. And then after all the kids are in their classrooms, they'll have the normal, typical one point of access, which, as mentioned before, will be through the courtyard into a shared vestibule. Then if you, once you're in the shared vestibule, you'll have the secured entry point for the school, and the typical entry point for the YMCA into that lobby space here.
We are scheduled to open the new Southeast Raleigh Elementary School August of 2019. This is the beginning of what has been a wonderful collaboration process between the Wake County Public School System and the YMCA Triangle.
And the Southeast Raleigh YMCA will open around the same time as the school, which will be one element of what the Southeast Raleigh Promise and the Southeast Raleigh development is all about, in filling a gap for wellness and education, affordable housing, access to healthy food, and to medical services. Our goal is to create a beacon on this site and to continue this partnership for many, many years as this community can see these elements being brought to their use.